Um, okay.
3, 2, 1. Hello, hello. Welcome to the Kill the Bottle podcast, the catch up episode. Not catch up like Heinz ketchup. Catch up as in like we were out for a hot second, and then last week we had Mia, and which was amazing, but we didn't get to some of the nitty gritty, some of the fun shnikes that's gone on in our lives. As always, is Senorita Megan. Hello, Megan.
Fun.
Fun.
What do you
That's a
mean fun?
well, it's fun for me. I mean, I can't speak for
Of
you. That's what
course
we're
it
gonna
fucking is.
That's what we're gonna. That's what we're gonna get to today. And so it is called Kill the Bottle Podcast. I'm going a little bit of a different route today because my liver looks back at me with the face of anger. Just needs a break. So I am drinking some Olipop. Olipop is this like pro and prebiotic soda. But the miracle of this is it actually has me drinking a root beer flavor because I kind of hate root beer. But this one is tolerable. It's not terrible, kind of like your Fireball. It's just not terrible. So that's what I'm drinking today. What are you drinking, Megan?
Vodka soda?
Mm, exactly the pre and probiotic you needed for your day.
Yeah, I should probably take a break from it.
The
But
pre and
summer.
probiotic, but it's
But
summer.
it's
It is summer.
summer.
It is summer. It has
I don't know
been.
what fucking day it is anymore.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, why do
Just
my
not.
cheeks look so I look like a chipmunk.
It could be too much of that vodka soda just finally making your face swell. It could be that. That might
Weird.
be. You do not look like a chipmunk, Megan. You look like Megan. So.
It's the headphones. I
We we
look
need to upload
stupid.
this video just so you can see the what's going on here because Megan just looks like Megan, but for some reason, maybe your camera's like a funhouse mirror right now, and it just
That's what it
saying
feels like. It feels like this is skinny and then this is big. Whoop, whoop. Oh well.
on
Oh
that
well.
note, so last before we took our break, there was a lot happening in your world relationship wise, and I just want to get to it because I haven't spoken about this with you privately, just because I want to get to it. So so and it hasn't, and I've seen you a few times, and have not spoken to you. So what's going on here? Talk to me.
I just like to collect red flags, I think, and that's what I do. I love a good challenge, if you will.
Oh, so you don't have a dog anymore, so you're like, I can save this one, that kind of thing.
Yes. Yeah, I'm just gonna save each man one by one and make them realize that I'm the best thing in the world and then leave them. And they're never gonna find better and then ruin their lives. That's what's gonna happen.
Oh,
Yeah.
and then they lose other teeth, right?
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
basically what?
Yeah. This is fucking insane. What everything that's happened, to sum it up quickly, I went on my big trip. I went to Arizona and I went to Colorado and worked and wanted to get home and seeing this guy, and we made it official, and we going steady, boyfriend, girlfriend.
You
And
did?
yeah, like before
O-
the trip. And I was like, okay, all
Okay.
right, let's do this. Distance makes the heart grow fonder, you think. You think. Well, turns out he made out with some girl at the bar I frequent in front of like all of my friends
Well, it,
and
it did
lied
make the
about
heart
it.
grow fonder, just
Yeah, of
for
someone
another
else.
for someone else.
And I I was when I came back, he picked me up in my car that he cleaned and got, detailed, which was really sweet. So I was really excited, and we got together and hung out that day and that night. And we had like the perfect day, the perfect night. And then the next day he goes to work and I go hang out with my friends at the bar I hang out at, and they were all being very strange. And they finally broke it to me, and I was like, that son of a bitch. So what did I do?
Took
I
him back.
took him back because he said, "You're the best thing that's ever happened to me. I'm not ever gonna do that again. I'm an idiot." And then, oh God, he's on strike three. Strike two comes along, and he gets wasted and calls me weak. He says I'm a weak woman, and he says that I can't. He wants a girl that could take some punches.
I've seen
And
you lift things.
I know. I've taken some punches before. I think there's a man in Colorado who's still in jail for it. But anyway, I I'm it's a late night. We go to bed. He said horrible things. I wake up the next day and he's like searching on the floor for something. And I'm like, what are you doing? And he wouldn't answer me. So I go back to bed and
Sorry,
then in an
I'm
hour,
laughing
he's
because
up
I'm
again.
not trying to laugh at your. This is the shit that only happens to you. All right, sorry, Megan. I'm so sorry. I couldn't contain myself. I'm sorry, guys. All right. I'm quiet. I'll
Yeah.
stay quiet.
He's up again looking and I was like, "Will you tell me what the fuck you're doing?" And he finally like, pouts and decides to tell me now that, he had a tooth problem when he was a child and he's has a fake tooth that he wears. And again, not a big deal, just like the age,
That's
not a
not.
big deal,
That's not a big deal.
but maybe something that could have come up in a conversation when I'm going, tell me something I don't know. Like
What?
that conversation we've had a million times, and not once did he bring it up, and it's been 3 months.
So, did you get to see what the tooth looks like? Because I'm very curious
No,
about this.
I couldn't, I
Is it?
didn't want to look.
Oh, is it like because I had a friend of mine who was injured in like a water slide when
Mm-hmm.
we were teenagers, and
Mm-hmm.
he lost a few teeth because he hit his head on a water slide at a water park in
Yeah.
Florida, and he had these like an implant, and this implant for a tooth, sorry, not a breast implant. So he had a tooth implant, and it was like this really wild thing that would mold on the inside of his mouth. And I'm just
Uh-huh.
thinking to myself as an observer now, Megan, because maybe technology's changed because this was 20 years ago. There's no way you could make out with my friend, I'm assuming, and not notice that there's some fucking weird shit going on in his like
Weird.
upper mouth where, you know what I mean, what's holding in his like tooth. So
Yeah, I didn't notice. I haven't noticed. Maybe I'm not a big like tongue invader, if you will. My dad's a dentist, so
fair.
sometimes I'm not always into mouths. But I, I just the humiliation alone of, and then me reminding him of all the horrible things he said to me the night before, and then him sitting there
Hmm.
without his tooth. I said, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go, and that's when I waymo ashamed home, shamo, if you will. And
I saw your Shamo video. Yeah.
yeah, the problem is this is the funny problem. And this is the end of the story. I have to go to a wedding tomorrow, and I invited this guy to be my guest at the wedding. And I got a text a couple weeks ago
By this guy,
that
you're referring to this particular guy or another guy?
this particular guy,
Okay, got it.
and I got a text a few weeks ago from the groom that said, if he doesn't show or you don't bring him, are you willing to pay the $130 for his food?
Wow.
And I was like, well, he's going to come, but whatever. That's a weird thing to ask. I mean, I had my wedding was 120 a plate, and we had a whole family of five have to back out. We didn't charge them for it. So I'm sitting here like,
The
I got
cost
to
of
bring
eggs,
him.
Megan.
I got to bring
Yeah.
him to this wedding, or I got to find someone an actor that's gonna be called it by his name. I'm bringing him to the wedding. End of story, and it's tomorrow, and then we will discuss. I know we will discuss what the future is because I don't think there is one, clearly, but I have no idea what I'm doing. No one take dating advice from me. In fact, the people who have the in the wedding party asked me to write, marriage advice jokes and stuff for them. And I was like, there's no way I should ever be doing that
Yeah.
ever. So I'm not doing that. That's it.
You
It's
should
fucking
make him
insane.
you should make him not wear the tooth to the wedding. I think that should be like his tooth should just go missing like the Epstein files. That's
How
like
did I not
essentially
know?
what should happen
I'm just
to
this is the thing. I'm just like I'm done with the secrets. And the last week has been very much so of him calming down around me, him saying like he realizes he's hit the top with me and he's like, this is it for me. You're it for me. I'm not gonna find anybody better than you. And all
But
those
Megan, when you
words.
start dating people, I'm not one to sit there and give people advice, but I care about you and you know this. When you start dating people, and normally this is a conversation I would have off off the show, but I'm not taking a too deep of a dive here. But I'm saying when you start dating people, you see the best of them. they're the best version of them is what you meet within the first few, call it the honeymoon phase. So, like,
I go the opposite.
how does this get better? Is what I'm curious about. You know what
No.
I'm waiting for? I am waiting for this, and I'm sure you would come up with this on your own, but I just want you to have this just like ready to go. So when you do catch him in a lie, tell him he's lying through his tooth. Just please, for fuck, for like, if you care at all about me,
That's so
your dear
good.
friend, tell him he is lying through his tooth.
That is
Oh,
so good. And I feel bad because I don't want to embarrass him, but I mean, I don't, this is what I do for a
I
living
mean,
and he
him
knows
making out
it.
with somebody else at the bar with your friends around is embarrassing to you.
Yeah,
So
it was so
you're gonna
humiliating
do
to
this in
me.
private, even though I just said it on the air. You're gonna
And
do this
no.
in private.
I'll let you guys know. But I go the opposite route. I see the worst in people the first few weeks, and then it gets better because they realize they're being dipshits, dumb shit,
Dipshit, dumb shit, all of those.
dumb shits. So we'll
speaking of
see.
speaking of getting caught, this happened. This wasn't on my list of stuff to talk about today, but it's fucking bonkers. So tell me if you saw this. If not, I'm gonna tell you for the first time, and I'll send it to you on Instagram. So Coldplay has a concert. They're on tour right now, and I don't know what city they're in, but they're somewhere in North America. And you know how like they have like the kiss cam at
Yeah,
the sporting events?
yeah.
So there's a song playing and they're doing like a kiss cam. And they show like,
Hmm.
some people, whatever, and the camera just locks in now on a guy with his arm around like a guy and a girl, and they're standing in tandem. So their back, his face is to her back, she's in front of him, and he has his arm around her, and they're like like kind of like
Standing spooning,
standing spooning. Thank you. Perfect. Yes, standing
stand
spooning.
spooning.
And they're probably like mouthing lyrics. All of a sudden, they see they're on camera and they fucking like turn in other directions, like start covering their face, blah blah blah. And Chris Martin from Coldplay, brilliantly, without just like nonchalantly, he's like, "Well, you're either very shy or having an affair." And they were having an affair. And it's hold on, it's the CEO of a company called Astronomer, which is
Oh
just some huge
God.
company. And from what I have understood, I may have her position wrong, no pun intended. She's like the head of like HR for his company, and they're both married. Both
Oh
married. And I have
no.
not verified if they're both married, but that's just everything I kept on seeing. And this is on the spot. And guess what? Fuck it. If you're trying to believe us as a news source, you're an idiot. So no, we're not MSNBC. Anyway, we get stuff wrong sometimes, but I
Oh
think
my
that's the deal.
God.
So I had to like
Okay.
put.
See, I hear shit like that and I don't feel so bad, you know? And like
You imagine?
I'm just old now and I'm just feeling like thank God like he got it out of the way now and we weren't like in love or married and he cheated on me and it was just making out and and we get drunk and I understand stuff. There is no excuse for it, but it just didn't hurt me like it used to. I'm just like
I
whatever,
think the
man.
big mistake you
Whatever.
made, Megan, was making it official before you went on your trip. You should have just gone on your trip and partied and made out with a bunch of dudes, and then you would have probably been. It could have brought you some clarity in the sense of like, oh, do I want to? Am I looking forward to going back to this guy, or am I having fun here? Hanging out in Arizona or whatever as a single lady. So
Yeah,
anyway,
I agree. I agree. Well, that's that. How about you? Because you've been out of town and then you're going out of town again.
yeah, sorry. I have been out of town. I was visiting, if one of the rums that we've had on the show quite a few times, and we've talked about and I've talked about, and Megan has enjoyed sipping and whatever. We drank is a rum called Santa Teresa. It is from Venezuela, and I was granted permission to go and visit the distillery. So I went to Venezuela and visited the Santa Teresa distillery, and I learned about the whole process of making Santa Teresa rum. And anyway, just a bunch of the like really cool stuff that they do at this particular distillery, and all of the things they've done for their community. And I'm not going to take a deep dive into all of that, but it was definitely a very moving and eye-opening experience. Just a great. I don't agree with what's going on in that country politically, but I met so many lovely, lovely people that that live there, and that's their day to day. But I was in Venezuela, and then I went to a place off the coast of Venezuela called Los Roques. And Los Roques is probably one of, at least in the Caribbean, the most beautiful beach that I've been to. I've never been to Varadero in Cuba, which is arguably supposed to be like one of the nicest beaches in the world, but I haven't been there. So in the Caribbean that I've been to, Los Roques is definitely the most beautiful place. It's an archipelago. I think it's like 300 and something little islands. The only way to get there is by boat or by plane, and it was incredible. So I don't know. It yeah, I travel a lot, but Megan, man, sometimes I don't get a break. I don't get a moment to kind of like disconnect. And even though this was a quote unquote work trip, I felt the beauty of being able to just disconnect for even if it was just like an hour on that beach. And I don't get a lot of that. And that's on me. You and I are very, very like workaholic kind of people, and we're always busy and there's always something going on. So it was nice to get to do that. And then yes, next week I am leaving to my vacation. So I'm going to go see Oasis at Wembley Stadium in London. I'm a big fan of Oasis since I was in high school, and I'm going to Spain, and then my first time to Bordeaux. So I will have some really really great stories about visiting wineries, and I'm going to make sure that I share all of that on social. And speaking of going to Spain, I'm going to Barcelona, and for those of you who listened to the episode of our show with Chef Albert Adria, which was the only episode that I had to do in Spanish because Albert doesn't speak much English. I am going to his restaurant, Enigma, in Barcelona, which is one of the greatest restaurants in the world. And I am beyond excited. I'm so excited that I'm going there on a fucking Monday night, Megan. Who goes to like a 30-course meal on a Monday night?
Who
This
does a
guy.
30-course meal on a Monday night? No restaurants,
This
no
guy.
places.
No, I don't even remember where they're ranked, but they're just one of the top restaurants in the world. And if you're listening to this episode, just give it a little Google. Look up Enigma in Barcelona, and it is inside. It's aesthetically just beautiful. It looks like you're floating in clouds inside the restaurant. It's so cool. So,
We
anywho,
went to go see Ty.
oh, that's right. We sure did.
Yeah.
Another former guest of the show from last season, Ty Taylor, performed over at Harvell's in Santa Monica, and Megan she went all like white girl yelling at the band in a good way, but she got that like loud, like, woo, yeah, you go. And I was like, whoa, what the fuck is going on? In a place that wasn't very loud, Megan was like,
Yeah,
you
I
can
am
hear me.
loud. You know what's crazy? He did such a great job, but I didn't tell you this. So a couple days later, this was down in Santa Monica. Ty always feels like he's far away from me, but I realize he lives close to me. He's a silent partner in a bar that just opened over here. I found out because I went to this bar just for one night to see what it's about. It's like old school arcade. And they had karaoke that night. And he was fucking there.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, so we took pictures and I sang karaoke and we hung out and so did he. And I was just like, this is crazy. I just saw you. So that was cute. He met
Oh,
the
that's awesome.
boyfriend, the man friend.
He what? Oh,
He
he
met
met
the
the man
man.
friend? Oh
Yeah,
man. Did he
I
give you a
know.
look? I'm gonna sidebar with him. I'm gonna call him and go,
You
yo,
need
what'd you think?
to. What'd you
Did you
think? I
hold
was
on,
like,
Ty? Ty,
I
what'd you
told the
think, bro?
man, I told the man friend, be quiet, don't talk, don't speak.
So it turned into a
I
no
told,
doubt song. Don't
don't
speak.
speak. Don't say anything. I told him the same thing for the wedding. I also said if you're on your last strike, I said do not embarrass me at this wedding. And I said, but if you do, go really hard so everyone feels really bad for me. Okay.
You gotta have code with him. You gotta tell him DFU. Don't fuck it up. That's all
Don't
you gotta
fuck it
do.
up. That's all. That's all. You should see my
That's all you gotta
text
do.
with him. That's all I'm telling him. Don't fuck it up.
Don't
If
fuck it
you're
up.
happy, don't fuck it up.
Yep.
Because he's
Do not.
literally on the last straw. He's past the last straw. The straw is broken. The camel's back. I am holding onto the camel's hump with both hands.
And we're definitely gonna have Ty back on the show. He's been very animate about saying how much fun he had with us, and he just wants to come back and talk shit. So Ty is definitely gonna become a staple here on Kill the Bottle. Also, oh shit, I totally lost my train of thought. What the fuck was? Oh, I just wanted to give an update on my dad because people have been asking me and asking me on social. So when I went on that trip to Santa Teresa, I did an extended layover in Miami to see my father, and then after the trip, I went and I saw my father again, and we did some adjustments on his meds, and my dad still has Alzheimer's and dementia, so that didn't go. But
Yeah, that's
he
not going.
is, one of the challenges, and for anybody who has to deal with this or potentially will deal with this in the future, is something called sundowning, and what that means is they lose track of time, meaning they don't know if it's 6 in the morning or 6 at night. So they can wake up from a nap, think it's 6 in the morning, and know it's 6 at night. So my dad was having a lot of that. and then he was having trouble sleeping through the night, which would, when you're taking care of somebody, so his caretakers, and they're not getting any sleep, it's kind of like, like hell week for a
Yeah.
Navy SEAL, like that you start to, lose it. And thankfully, these wonderful people that take care of my dad were able to keep it together. But once we adjusted these meds, my dad is sleeping much better and he's able to like go to bed after dinner. But one thing that he is doing right now that I think is just like it's the cutest thing in the world is I get a phone call now almost every day, not every day, around 5 o'clock, so 8 o'clock Miami time. And it's my dad trying to call me and my brother through his caretaker because he wants to say goodnight to both of us every day.
Mm-hmm.
So it is like the cutest thing in the world that my dad wants to say goodnight to us. And then he argues with my brother in the morning to not call me because my dad wants to call me and my brother's like, Dad, it's 6:30 in the morning in LA. Can you not
Yeah.
call at this time?
Yeah.
Anyway, so with all this, my dad is still being very cute. So
Well,
that's
the calling at the same time every day might be a good way to make sure he is aware of the time or help him a little bit.
you're right. I didn't think of it that way, but yeah, 100% right. That
If
might
they get
be.
like a timer or something that reminds him, oh, it's nighttime, time to call. I don't know, something.
Yeah. No, and it is you're right. That's a really good thing because we're, trying to make it a habit. But if at the end of the day, if he falls asleep right after dinner, let him sleep.
Yeah,
So, you know,
routines, you know.
but his routine is like when they tell him, I think now something triggers him, and when they tell him, "Oh, it's time to go to bed, Tony," it's my dad's name, or they call him Antonio, which is just funny that they'll call my dad by his full name like they're his parents. Antonio, it's just funny. So I've never like nobody's ever called my dad Antonio in front of me. It's just like it's the weirdest thing. And then he wants to call us and talk to us. So, but my dad did have this is one really funny, super annoying thing that my dad is doing. My dad has been very vigorously bothering me to go to college because in his mind,
Oh
I
no.
swear to you, I'm like, Dad, I'm 46 years old. I am doing fine. I'm good. I do not need. No, but you never know for your backup plan. And I'm like, Dad, I am for there. At this point, my backup plan is to die. Like
Yeah,
it's
that's what
like
I was
I'm
gonna say. Death is the plan. Death is the
death
backup plan,
is
Dad.
the backup plan. Have you seen how much booze is behind me? Uh, I could probably trade all of this booze for
It's
financial
literally
favors.
your backup plan.
That's right. That's my backup
It's
plan.
behind you. It's
Um,
your behind you plan.
so he has been just on beyond on top of it, driving me nuts about it. I go, Bobby, I haven't been in school in over 20 years. Chill. And
Hmm.
remember when I quit school to do a TV show, Dad? You remember? It's like, no, no, I don't
Nope.
remember that. I'm like, well, I did okay. I bet, I was like, guess what? And I have no student debt.
Yay
Yay!
for fuck you.
That is probably my. I saw another video today, Megan. I don't know if you've seen these pop up on your algorithm, but like this like cute, I don't know, must have been like Eastern European girl, and she's shooting a video of herself, and she's like self-deporting with $200,000 in student debt and $20,000 in credit.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye. And once I pay off a couple credit cards, that might be me.
You might
Like,
self-deport.
I mean, the government's keeping me alive right now because I owe them so much money. So I don't know.
That'd be so funny.
If
Something
I
happens. They're
go,
like,
there's
no,
no one to pay it.
we need to keep her on life support.
Hmm.
Somebody's got to pay this debt.
I owe, and I have no children for it to go to. And no, it does. My debt goes to nobody. So they're keeping me alive. They can't rely on anybody else for this. I have no husband. So jokes on you. Okay, hot take. Hot
Yeah.
take on this because wedding talk is coming. I haven't been to a wedding in years. Probably the last good one I went to was my wedding. And actually, it was the last one I probably went to was my wedding. And it was a really good wedding. Hot take on this, because I absolutely disagree with this. We got an email. I got an email about the wedding. They're doing a money dance. Have you heard of these?
The fuck is a money dance?
It's when they do, you pay money in the two jars to dance with the bride or the groom, which is already awkward in itself for me. And then that money goes back to them. They either for a honeymoon or paying the, I don't know what it goes to. I would never ask for money at my wedding. But they you pay, and then whoever gets the most money in the jar gets to put the cake in the other one's face. It's just, I just find it, and God, I hope my friends don't listen to this because I'm happy for them. I love them. I'm glad they're getting married. This is exciting.
Yeah.
But what are we doing? I have to pay back
This
a
is
meal. I have to now pay to dance with you. I'm just gonna put money in the jar and not dance with them because that's awkward, right?
this is
And who do I
so
like more?
this is the like this is the dumb gender reveal ceremony
Mm-hmm.
of what it's like so stupid. First of all, this hot take on gender reveals, fucking nobody cares.
Nobody
Nobody
cares.
cares except
Nobody cares.
maybe, the parents and maybe your brother, sister, your siblings, maybe, and they don't really give a shit either. They don't care.
Yeah.
That's just
Yeah.
another person they're gonna have to give gifts to. So nobody fucking cares. Stop.
Yes. Stop
Anyway,
it, guys.
just stop.
Stop.
Stop with all the self-importance bullshit.
And
And
that's the thing
if there
too.
was social media, if there was no social media, would there be these stupid gender reveals? No,
Probably
right? Nobody
not.
would give a fuck. Anyway, on the wedding aspect of it, that is the most asinine, fucking stupid shit I've ever heard. And your friends who
Wow.
are listening that don't know me, I don't care. I
I'm
think it's
sorry. Yeah.
ridiculous that
I've
you're
been the
asking.
few that they've
How
done
about
this.
this? How about this? How about just ask people to vote instead of asking for more fucking money?
I mean,
How about that? You're already gonna give them a wedding present. You're all
right,
like, you know,
right.
jeez,
Here's the deal too.
God,
Um, yeah, I
sorry,
agree. I
so
absolutely
irritating.
agree. But if here's the deal, you guys, I've been married before. I was lucky to have a beautiful wedding. It went off without a hitch. The only problem is I didn't want to be there as the bride. But if you can't afford a wedding, and I'm looking at myself now, if I got married again, which it probably wouldn't happen, if I did it's just go have a simple backyard party. Just go find a backyard with
Yeah.
all the frills and all the bullshit that happens. It's just not worth it. It's just go have a nice fun party with your friends, dance the night away. There's so many like options that are cheap, so you don't have to fucking do this. I
And
mean, I
there's
went
free
on the
websites.
bachelorette party with this shit too, and it was all about money. They sent us a spreadsheet with our expenses and charged me $100 for bottle service that I had no part in. And
Wait a second. I don't believe that
it's
for a second. You didn't partake at all in
I
anything
had
from a
just
bottle
got
that
off
was
the
brought.
plane. It was
Oh,
12:30. I just
oh, it
got
was just
off the
because you weren't there
plane.
yet. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I would. Oh yeah, if I was there, I would have drank the whole fucking bottle, paid the whole
I'm
$1,100.
like, the show's called Kill the Bottle, Megan. Come on. We
Yeah,
know you.
but it wasn't. And I'm so sick of it. And I was at the bar, speaking of gender reveals too, I was at a bar yesterday before my kickball game, and a couple came up with their baby and like sat at the bar for a while with this baby that's crying, and they just are doting over it. And, ooh, would it be funny if we gave the baby a shot of water and blah, blah. I'm like, this is a bar. This is a bar. And no, your kid is not cute. Get the fuck away from me. I didn't come
Yeah,
here to
we
hang
go
out
to
with
bars to be
children.
away from your children. We
Yeah,
don't
your baby's not cute. It's
it's our
not
one
cute.
safe space. Yeah,
It's
it's our one safe
stop.
space.
God, I'm so over people being so self-aggrandized. So I'm so awesome. This is so awesome. My baby's so awesome. My wedding's so awesome. Just
No,
stop. Be
no, they're
humble.
not.
Be
No,
humble.
no,
That's my pedestal. I'm getting.
no. Well, I just the older I get, the less like patience I have for any dumb fuckery and
I
just
don't.
BS. So,
I'm not doing another wedding again. I'm not doing another bachelorette party again. When did the bachelorette parties become a 3 day fucking cock fest? Why are we doing
a
that? Can
cock
we just
fest.
have,
What do you
yeah, there
mean?
was dicks everywhere. Dick cookies, dick birthday cakes, dick
Oh, okay. I'm like,
fucking
what? That
cocks,
I'm like so confused. What the hell is a
cock
cock?
fest, strip
Okay.
club, dicks. Like, stop. Can we not just go have like a bridal shower or a little like get together at a club one night? Like, it's people really thinking they're super important, and I can't stand it anymore. I really can't.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no,
maybe I'm
it's
getting old. I mean, you guys can chime in online.
maybe
Let
I'm
us know.
getting
Maybe
old.
we're grumpy.
The
Maybe we're
guy who's
grumpy
10
old
years
men.
older than you is over here
Yeah,
being
but I'm the one
just
reading the paper newspaper at the bar, like wanting this kid just to fucking die. That's horrible. I don't
yeah.
want him to die. I just want them to go away. But the bartender's even like, "Is that a newspaper?" I'm like, "Yeah," and
Like,
she's like,
what's a
I've never
newspaper?
seen those."
Uh,
I'm an
two
80-year-old grumpy man.
two wonderful LA restaurants. Well, actually, hold on. I'm gonna dive to it just really quickly before we go. A couple places that I've gone to in the last few weeks that I just want to share. If you're in Miami, Shiso in Wynwood, Really, really great meal. Oh my gosh, the oxtail udon is straight fire. The cocktails are fire. Um, Niño Gordo in Wynwood as well. Cute little speakeasy in the back, which the name is, I can't remember the name right now, but it was really great. Another fun spot. And then in Miami, last one that I went to that I really enjoyed was Barcelona Wine Bar, and that's also in Wynwood. But they made me the worst daiquiri I've ever had in my entire life.
Ooh, I
Megan,
always like
it was,
finding the
and I
worst.
love this place, and I like this place. Their wine list is great. I probably would not order another cocktail at this place. I so I'll tell you real quick. I go to order a daiquiri. I see one of the rums that I work with on the back shelf, and I'm like, "Hey, can I have a Havana Club daiquiri?" Um, the bartender looks at me and says, "Oh, we don't have a blender." So that right there is that them's is fighting words.
Mm-hmm.
Because a daiquiri is a shaken cocktail.
Yep.
It's a
You don't
very
need a blender.
it's
You
three
don't need a
fucking ingredients.
blender.
It's rum, lime, and
We're
simple
not on
syrup.
a
That's
cheap. We're not on a cheap
yeah.
cruise.
But I said it's neither here nor there. I go, no, can I have a shaken daiquiri? And then I graciously give her my build. So I'm like, 2 rum, 3/4 simple, a quarter lime. That's the way that I like my daiquiri. She goes and grabs a different rum, some shitty plastic bottle rum out of the well, and starts making. I go, that's not the rum I asked for, please.
Oh
Megan,
no.
it got to a point where I was like, I'm gonna like I'm gonna just like jump over the bar and grab them by the collar and be like, just listen, please. Just I'm trying to help you. I'm like, are you trying to just make me not nice? Because I'm like so compassionate to bartenders and people working in restaurants because I know how hard it is. But for fuck's sake, man, I'm trying with a smile on my face to help you. And then fast forward, they're like, oh, the bar manager is gonna make a drink. So the bar manager proceeds to make one,
Oh
and it is
no.
almost as bad as the first one, Megan.
Oh
And
no.
then the wash line, which, guys, the wash line is how far the liquid goes up to the glass. So depending on the glassware you use, this was a coupe glass, which is what you would serve a shaken daiquiri in. You want the wash line to go kind of, close to where your lips are going to touch the glass. That was like a centimeter and a half below. It was like the most. It looked like somebody drank half my drink and put it down, and then they served it to me. And I was like, "All right, Barcelona Wine Bar. I'm gonna talk about how good your wine program is, but for fuck's sake, your cocktails are so fucked." But anyway, and then 2 places in Pasadena. Oh, sorry, a place I went to in Pasadena last week. It's called Cannonball. Bravo, holy shit, in South Pasadena, right by the famous Michael Myers house from the movie Halloween. Like the Michael Myers house from the movie is in South Pasadena, and around the corner from that house is this restaurant called Cannonball. Megan, we gotta go. It's so fucking good. Like, give it a Google search when we get off the air. I went on a whim just 'cause I heard it was good, and I was like, woo, this place is legit. Spectacular biscuits, which is I had it as an appetizer, which is random, but anyway, delicious. And then last but not least, RVR in Venice. It's pronounced river, and it's an izakaya, so Japanese
I
style.
walked by it yesterday and I
Yeah,
was looking it up. How was
I
it?
will be going there tonight in a few
Oh,
hours
good.
because
Good.
yes, my friend works behind the bar there, but I had a meal there a couple of months ago. They're relatively new, and holy crap, it is so freaking good. RVR, it's on
Cool.
Abbot in Venice Beach. Make a reservation. Don't just show up because there's a line out the door kind of
They're
every night.
slimed. They're slammed. That's why
They're,
I looked it up yesterday. They're
yeah,
slimed. They're slammed.
they're slimed. Whatever.
They're
Uh,
slimed.
anyway,
But
that
we need to go to that. We'll not talk about it now, but we're going to that restaurant with that chef I went on a date with, who is a really nice guy. And it just, we weren't meant for each other, but he opened a restaurant near you
he
and
had
we
all his
should go
teeth.
try it. Yes, he had all his teeth. He's very kind. He opened a restaurant. He quit Salty Girl and opened this restaurant. And it's supposed to be fantastic. So we should do that and have him on soon.
We are definitely going to do both of those things, but that is it. This is our catch up show. We wanted to let you guys know what's going on. So, Kill the Bottle podcast, please like, rate, review, save. Megan, what is that diagram that is up on the wall behind you? It looks like a stomach. What is that? Sorry.
Where?
Up on the
This
wall? Yes. What is that?
or this?
No, no, no. The picture that's on the wall with all the like the news article.
That's the LA News article I wrote.
Yeah, but
It's a
what's the
heart.
picture of? Oh, it's a
It's
heart.
red.
Okay, sorry.
It's
From
it's it's fitting. It's a heart with red flags going right through it. Oh my God, I didn't even notice. Look, it's a heart with a red flag. going right fucking through it.
Sorry, as I'm here trying to do the outro, I'm looking at that, and it looks like one of those diagrams from like I don't know, a Pepto-Bismol commercial. From here, it's like that's gonna start get coated in pink
That
as we
should be my
scroll.
logo, bro.
That should totally be your
There's a
logo.
there's a
Get
bird that's
that
like
tattooed on you.
falling. And then a red flag going straight through it. Oh, you guys
Anyway,
have to
guys,
get the video to see it.
thank you for all of the love on the social media posts lately. We really appreciate it. So anyway, like, rate, review, and see you next week of the Bottle Podcast. Check it out.
Bye.